Well, hola and bienvenidos, my beautiful amigos, and all my beautiful chimichangas. That's right, this Deadpool right here, and that's some dork. Anyway, I'm the real hero here, and I'm the real entertainment. Not like that loser in those other videos. I don't even know what he does. His videos are just straight up boring. But hey, we're actually gonna have some fun. Oh,
excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
You scared me. Well, isn't this awkward, huh, boss? Can I host a video today?
Can I host a show?
No. You really do suck the fun out of everything. Bye. Gosh, the nerves of that guy. Anyway, because of the spooky time of the year, today we're gonna work on Halloween costumes. And of course, coming soon to my heritage, it's gonna be Dia de los Muertos. So we're gonna do something around that thing. You might be asking yourself, you don't have money and you don't have time to go to the stores to buy these ridiculously You might be asking yourself, you don't have money and you don't have time to go to these overly priced stores where you're gonna buy a lighting cloth for like 80 bucks. So I went ahead and took the privilege to save you guys some money and time. I went to the dollar store and I went to Michael's and got this for, I don't know, this was like $2. The only thing that's mid-price range and not really that bad is these Nazareth paints. They stick on the face real well. They don't have that greasiness and they're water resistant. I'm gonna show you guys how I budgeted this Halloween and what I bought at the dollar store. With a little bit of creativity, you could do a lot of things. So vámonos todos and let's move on to the show.
Before I did my daughter's makeup, I drew this sketch to see how I wanted her to look like. I really wanted that creepy doll factor to fit in. First, I needed to get a base layer of white all over her face, and because white's very translucent, you're gonna have to do a couple layers of this. I swear I sound like a YouTube beauty guru. After you do a couple layers of white with the brush, you want to use a sponge to soften and even out the color. After getting the whole white layers in, I started doing dark circles around her eyes and softening it as it fades out with the sponge, creating a nice gradation from black to white. And this will have to be my favorite part of the design, where we add some cracks and breaks throughout all of her skin through that porcelain, giving it that extra factor of creepiness. And the more random you are, the better.
So for my wife's mask, I actually got a couple of things. I got flowers, I got some little gems here, skulls. I'm gonna do something with this, I have no idea. But I'm also gonna use my own materials. I have this pink spray paint that I'm just gonna do a light coat with it. And then I got some acrylic paints that I'm gonna paint with the mask. So let's see what we could do.
I'm yanking off all the flowers because we're gonna hot glue them to the mask later on. I already went ahead and spray painted this with a light coat of pink. And before I started painting, I drew in some pencil lines on where I wanted my design to go. That way I could avoid making some mistakes. Since this mask is made out of paper, I thought it was easier just to make all the fine details with a black micron pen. In order to make all my flowers fit, I had to add on an extra layer of paper right behind the mask. That way I could hot glue them onto it. I also wanted some black flowers from the dollar store, but they didn't have any, so I painted them black instead.
So this is the finished product. I'm sorry you guys didn't see me actually hot gluing everything on. It's just that I was having some technical difficulties up here, so I had to move everything to the kitchen and
progress downstairs. But this is the finished product. As you can see, I put all these little rhinestones or little glitter, I don't know what you want to call them, all around the edge of the eyes. I mimicked the nose of an actual skull right here with the same rhinestones. I also did not use the black flowers because I thought they were actually kind of ugly. And this clean look looks better to me. So yeah, that's the finished product. Hope you guys like it. So this is my wife's second dress from the wedding. She used this for our little dance number, and we're gonna reuse it for this costume. I think it will be perfect. I should have called this like the 24-hour challenge, do 3 costumes video DIY, which DIY is never the easiest or quickest thing. Anyway, I'm the last to go. I'm almost done, home stretch. I'm gonna use this pink old shirt that's already torn to match my wife's mask. Got some blue rhinestones for the boys. Gonna use rest of these skelly boys for me. And I was at the dollar store looking for masks. Found good old cap. I was like, yeah, maybe I could spray paint that. Maybe. Then I found something better. I was like, ooh, spray paint this bad boy. Make it into a Day of the Dead thing. But then something better came. So, no, nah-uh. I found this guy. And look what it does. Oh, that's killer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this whole bottom half out. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Spray paint it all white and then go to town with it. So let's get to it. So thankfully, the plastic from the dollar store is pretty freaking cheap. So an X-Acto knife did the trick. There was an extra layer to the bandana that I needed to cut off. So I unscrewed the back because this mask was done in 3 parts. Spray paint this sucker right now outside the yard. Because this mask is not made out of paper, I couldn't put pencil lines to map out to see what I was gonna do. Instead, I just had to rely on my skills and go straight with the paint. Which also, because again it is plastic, I had to do many layers with the same coats of paint in order to get a bold color. So again, because of technical difficulties, I couldn't have my glue gun up here with me, so I did it again in the kitchen. But this is how it looks like with the rhinestones at it and a piece of flower for decoration. I just needed to add these elements and these little hearts so they could match my wife's skull, sugar skull thingy. And I also painted this black. Hope you guys like it.
Beauty Guru here again. As you can see, I'm putting white all over my face and using a sponge to soften it and make an even coat. I put black all over my eyes, as you could see, so I could stare deep and dark into your soul. I don't know why I'm doing this random accent, but oh well, I guess I'm just gonna stick with it.
Well, welcome back everybody. Yes, it's still me under this makeup. I know I look pretty hideous under being tired, and yes, I'm tired and I'm sleepy, and I just can't wait for you guys to actually watch this. Obviously you guys are seeing this on Halloween, and I recorded the day before. Yes, I did 3 costumes on one day. Of course, things are gonna vary a little bit depending on what you have at home, but this is what I had at home, and this is what I was able to create. I hope you guys really enjoyed that content, and if you did, please subscribe, support me, and also hit that like button. You see that bell over there? Go ring it so you guys get notified every time I come up with a new video. Yes, this time it came out on Saturday, but it was a little bit perfect just because it was Halloween. But until next Friday, see you guys later. Adios! Is he finally asleep? Oh, look at that little baby. And put a little prank on him.